Peace, 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 peace. You know what it is, man. This is the Wellness Preacher tapping in with you. I just want to remind you, man, it's very important that we take time out to protect our mental wellness, assess our mental wellness. We need to make sure that we are watching the way that we think and aware of our bodies and how things are making us act. Some of us are engaging in illicit activities, and these activities are altering our thinking, whether we accept it or not. And I'm not talking solely just about narcotics, drugs, and alcohol. Some of the foods that we are eating in, some of the things that we are drinking in our day-to-day foods are literally contaminating our minds and weakening our ability to control ourselves. Add that with the influence of music and the power of music on the molecular, I think I'm saying that right, on a molecular level, on a cellular level, we are at war on so many calibers. So we have to constantly be assessing our loved ones and assessing, how we live our lives. Some of us is so engaged and wrapped up in drama that we don't even understand. We don't even see how much foolishness we engage in because we're so blind and so numb. Like, you blind and you numb to the pain and the agony, and I mean, even the stress of some of the things that we are choosing to engage in, some of the things that we're choosing to align ourselves with. The universe is massive. The universe is so massive, so unique, that if we realize that we are part of the universe and that we are one with the universe, then we can realize that we have the ability to reshape trees and to really go different places and different dimensions. But we're so bogged down with negative TV shows and negative music and negative activities in our day-to-day life. Like, we don't have to be snapping off and popping off every day. If you popping off every day in your life or once a month in your life, that's too much. You shouldn't be doing that. It don't matter how old you are. You got to be able to assess yourself and put a standard on your life. You have to take control of your life and realize that no matter what God or what you call God, that don't mean nothing unless you apply it. If you're not applying what you say you believe in, applying that which you say is important to you and what's your situation, what you want out of life, none of it matters. None of it matters. No one cares about what you talk about. They care about what you show them, right? They care about what you can let them to see. Most of us have various forms and ways of learning. However, most of us are visual learners, audio learners. We don't really read into things as much as we should. So when life hits us, our obstacles hit us, we have to see our way through it. We have to identify the exit. And that's a lot of times why we don't engage in creating our own businesses, because we know what we want in the end. However, we see the issue, we see the negative that come with starting your own business and doing for self, walking away from that job that you hate getting up going to, which is suicide in a whole nother fashion. That's a whole nother video that we'll do real soon. But we're talking about mental wellness right now. We're talking about being aware of our surroundings internally, being aware of how we are thinking, being aware of what's the subtleties that's being said within our peers' conversations. Many of us is suffering internally because we're afraid to open up and share what's bothering us. Why don't we have a safe place? How is it that we don't have a safe place? Are we all too judgmental? Are we all too judgmental? Are we all the judge of thy brother or thy sister? What is going on within our community where our cousins, our brothers, our loved ones do not have a safe place within us? Are we too busy? We don't have enough time to take that call, to respond to that message? Huh? We too busy? What are we too busy doing? Because the last time that I checked, our stats ain't that good right now. So what are we doing? Because what are we doing? So, I get it. You've been doing you. That explains it. That's right. You've been busy doing you, and I've been busy doing me. So therefore, we don't answer the phones. We don't respond to text messages.